Isn't this amazing? You are having a best of experience with Josh Groban here. You're having the opportunity to hear so many of his best songs all put together in one special. Hi, I'm Laura Savini, and this is Josh Groban Command Performance, and it's the celebration of his 10 years in public television. But now, as promised, here he is with us, Josh Groban. Thank you for being in the studio.
It's always a pleasure. Thanks for having me in.
Now, how do you feel about this? You're such a young guy, and we're doing this retrospective of your career.
Retrospective, yes. First 10 years. Hopefully there's another. It means so much to me. I mean, I can't believe how quickly the time has flown. I can't believe that, you know, if you asked me 10 years ago where you'd like to be, it's being able to sit right here and look back at all the amazing concert moments I've been able to have on tour and with public television, and so this is a real thrill for me. Sometimes it takes looking back at all that old footage to kind of make you pinch yourself and say, wow, that was a good job.
Yeah, well, you did do a good job, and we've got a lot of different concerts that we pulled from on this, and I want to make sure we get to talk about all of them.
Sure.
In the meantime, you know, we're here to do a little business.
Yes, that's right.
We are. So we're going to go take a look at the thank you gifts we have to offer, and then we'll be right back with Josh Groban. Did you notice who's playing the piano into Where You Are in that performance? That's from the In Concert special, and it's David Foster.
It's David Foster, the man who discovered me and started my career.
And that was almost by accident, in a way.
Well, it was. I mean, he's just been such a great friend and a great mentor for my whole career, but especially in those early days. And that concert is not just a showcase of how skinny I used to be. It's a great kind of moment for me to see, because that was my first time performing so many of those songs live at all. I mean, I had never done a tour at that point. So that in-concert performance was really my first full audience, and I was terrified. So
you would never
having the support of someone like David, who had produced that record, coming out and doing that with me, having someone like John Williams come out and conduct that night, like to have my friends show up for these specials. Anybody who really lends their time to come out and be a guest on my shows just allows me to kind of calm down a little bit and say, okay, we're in this together.
Is there a particular person you think of when you sing that song?
You know, I mean, we've all experienced, loss in our lives. We've all experienced, the feeling that we have, and we want to imagine that person and think of that person still being a powerful force in our life. And so, I think like many of the songs that are universal and could mean so much about so many different people in your life, yeah, there's definitely 2 or 3 people that I've thought of that song can relate to.
Well, you share great emotion with us all when you perform that one.
Thank you. Thanks.
Love it. And you are going to hear that song in the Command Performance Library collection that we have for you when you make the gift at $250. All the concerts that we are excerpting from for this Command Performance special is available to you in that package, along with a bunch of CDs. You'll get all the information when you take a look at these thank you gifts. We are just about ready to go back to Act 2. Now, I want to hear from you, because this is really your playlist. You put this whole, you put the show together.
I was sweating over this because, I mean, it's true. When you want to talk about a best of 10 years, they were all my children, really. But I really, these are some of the moments that I'm most proud of, and I think it was a lot of fun picking these songs.
Well, we're going into Act 2. What
Yes.
should we be looking for? Because now we have the chance to see it through Josh's eyes, so I want to know what we should look for.
Well, I think, certainly when I talk about the moments I've had on public television and the moments I've been able to have on these specials in particular, it's been a great deal of firsts for me. Whether it was the first time I got to tape Broken Vow with Chris Bodie, the first time I ever performed in front of an audience with In Concert, and I think another great first for me was this song Machine that I got to do for the first time with Herbie Hancock live.
So funky, that
song. Well, we kind of explored. My friend Eric Mouquet and I, who's a wonderful producer, we didn't mean for it to become so kind of fusion jazz, but it kind of turned into that as we got people like Vinnie Colaiuta on drums, and Herbie Hancock came in and he just crushed it in the studio. But again, we can't bring the great Herbie Hancock out on tour with me. So to be able to set up this concert that we did here in New York, and for Herbie to come out and do it live with us for the very, very first time was a great thrill to do Machine that way. And gosh, another one, speaking of duets, it was really fun to honor David Foster on his special. After all the artists, Hitman, all the artists that were there for him, we all felt like, he spent so much time making us on the pedestal. It was time for us to thank him. And so I came out and did a song that I had never recorded before, which is Bridge Over Troubled Water, which is one of my favorite songs of all time. I got to do it with Paul Simon at his BAM tribute here in New York, and got to sing it on his special with one of, in my opinion, one of the great voices in popular music, Brian McKnight. And that's another one that is, again, something that
both of these. As mentioned, he's here.
I'm here.
Hello.
Hello.
Tell me about Illuminations.
It's so hard for me to keep just silent while you're talking about all those cool things. I just want to be like, yeah, do that, please. But
well,
thank you for your enthusiasm.
Oh, well, I mean, it's quite a body of work. It's great. But this is all new, Illuminations, your CD,
just
and you
out.
wrote most of it.
I did. I worked with a wonderful producer named Rick Rubin, who's worked with a lot of extraordinary artists, very different sometimes from what I do. But I think that was the excitement for me on this record, was he and I were really learning from each other and trying to record in a very different way. And it's a very personal record for me. I think that some of the inspiration that I've had from all of these live performances is that I wanted to record a record in a very live environment. Many of the songs on here were 1 or 2 takes, all the musicians in the room standing there with the mic with everybody. And so it's a very orchestral record. It's a record that, you know, obviously with all the writing and co-writing is very personal. And so we're really excited about it. It just went platinum, and we're thrilled.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Well, I am so intrigued to hear more about it and to listen to it. I'm sure you are too. I love that idea that it was done almost live. Well, you'll have a chance. You'll have lots of live music.
In my 11th or 12th year with public television, there's probably another special to come with this with the new music. So we'll see.
Oh, there we go. Maybe a little inside.
So please do.
Please do. Make that call. We would love to see another Josh Groban concert in our future. It's up to you. Make the call right now.